We start this noon with a look at two high-profile court cases here in New York. Today, new developments with both Sean Diddy Combs and Luigi Mangione. Mangione has been formally indicted on federal charges, while Combs' attorneys asked to delay his trial. We have our team of reporters covering both of the cases, Bauman following the developments with Mangione. But we start with Christina and the latest ruling for Sean Diddy Combs. Christina?
Well, Cindy, a federal judge made a ruling about 20 minutes into this hearing denying the defense's request to delay this court trial by 2 months. That means that the original trial schedule will stand and opening statements and jury selection will begin in the beginning of May. Sean Diddy Combs was present in the courtroom today. We saw him greeting his attorneys with a hug. His mom and one of his sons were also there for support. Defense attorneys were trying to push the start of trial to July, arguing the prosecution had yet to turn over potential evidence relating to victim 4 and also a superseding indictment returned by a grand jury earlier this month. But a judge denied that motion, saying the defense needed to be more specific about what documents they're looking for, and added they want to make a more tailored motion, then the court will consider that motion. Combs has been held without bail since his September arrest. He faces 5 counts, including racketeering, conspiracy, transportation to engage in prostitution, and sex trafficking. Recently, his attorneys also filed a motion to try and exclude video footage showing him assaulting his ex-girlfriend Cassie at a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. His lawyers argue that footage was altered, manipulated, and unreliable to Combs' case. We're told the judge has still not yet ruled on that motion. Reporting live from Lower Manhattan, Christina, CBS News, New York.
Christina, thank you. Luigi Mangione is now indicted on federal charges in the death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. The charges make him eligible for the death penalty, which federal prosecutors have said they will pursue. Bauman live outside the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan with the latest.
Well, Cindy, this may be confusing for some because federal prosecutors already announced charges against Luigi Mangione after he was arrested back in December. But up until now, he had not been formally indicted on those federal charges, and now he's awaiting arraignment. Luigi Mangione has pleaded not guilty to state charges against him and can now enter a plea for the federal charges when he is arraigned on a 4-count indictment the Justice Department dropped late Thursday. That indictment alleges Mangione's actions constituted a reckless disregard for human life in the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in Midtown Manhattan back in December. Federal prosecutors are charging the 26-year-old with 2 counts of stalking, a firearms offense, and murder through the use of a firearm, which makes him eligible for the death penalty if convicted.
We're a long way off from actually getting the death penalty, right? He has to be tried in the federal system, he has to be convicted of the crime, and then he has to be found death penalty eligible.
Before the charges came down, Attorney General Pam Bondi defended the punishment earlier this month, despite, she says, having received death threats from the suspect's supporters.
The president's directive was very clear. We are to seek the death penalty when possible.
Mangione's attorney declined to comment on the federal indictment, instead referring us to her earlier comments in part. Luigi is caught in a high-stakes game of tug-of-war between state and federal prosecutors, except the trophy is a young man's life. And Mangione is scheduled to be arraigned a week from today on Friday. We're live outside the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Bauman, CBS News, New York.
Thank you.